Green Cooling scores with the 13 Pro-Am Community Rugby League Show.
Well, good afternoon and welcome. We're over in Bentley this afternoon. It's the NCL Division 3 playoff final. Bentley up against Leigh East this afternoon. And I've got to say, I am delighted to be here. Just before, we was almost swept away by a big storm which came in. But fortunately, that swept over the top of us. We've got blue skies above us. We've got the Bentley team training just in front of us as well. We're all set for a big game. My name's Dave Parkinson. I'm alongside Steve Beach. How are you doing, Steve?
No, I'm doing fine, thanks, Parker. Yeah, it was rain of biblical proportions.
It certainly was.
At one spell I thought we were going to build an ark. It was raining that hard. There was 2 dogs, 2 ducks, there was 2 everything.
There was.
But there's 2 teams here, and I'll tell you what, this is going to be an absolute crack, because it's 2 teams who are just on the money at the moment, aren't they?
They are, yeah. I mean, certainly they've been going great guns, and hopefully we're going to be in for a top show this afternoon.
We certainly are. It's going to be very, very interesting, because you've got one team that have been playing really, really well. Had a bit of a sticky patch throughout the season in Bentley, and could kick themselves that they've not gone up automatically. And then you've got Leigh East, who certainly have just found the form at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen them a couple of times over recent weeks, haven't you? And I know certainly you've been very impressed, Steve.
Yeah, very much so. Got to say, when they were playing Featherstone Lions in I think it was the last game of the regular season, and it was just the flowing rugby from end to end. The pace was there and everything. So you've got to really say they've hit the stride at the right time. But Bentley, we know what they're like here. It's a lovely ground. We were here at the opening of the new clubhouse, which is looking even more resplendent than when we was here last time. And again, warm welcome as we got here. And
yeah, we were met
really
by Peter Wayner, weren't we? And he sort of showed us around. So we're saying about how this club has gone from strength to strength since, like the clubhouse has been opened here, and they've now they boasted like junior teams before, didn't they? But this facility has meant that they can really boost that offering. It is a great setting down here, to be honest. Despite the biblical rain which we had not that long ago, we are just moments away from the start of proceedings. But before we give you the teams, we want to play you an excerpt, because we, in our regular show that we do on a Wednesday evening, we did talk about this game in some depth, didn't we? So here is that conversation.
Let's perhaps talk about how some of these guys go against each other, kind of thing, and who possibly we might be seeing at the weekend. There's key players on the Bentley side, through like Grant Hill, who's their top try scorer, Kieran Lewis, who we mentioned him enough with regarding his kicking game, both from from hand and within the game, and also his goal kicking. Ben Sykes is a guy who we've mentioned a little bit, obviously in some fantastic form at this moment inside. And then there's perhaps a couple of the more unheralded guys in the lads like Scott Smith, Jordan Middleton, who have been thereabouts. They've been the real steel that the rest of this side has been around. If we look at some of the form that Bentley have had as well, they've beaten Keighley Albion home and away this season. They've beaten Beverley home and away. They've knocked 50 points on Milford. They've had very narrow losses to Myton, Featherstone Lions, and Dissington. But they've got a level of consistency about the game. But then we've got the unpredictability of Leigh East, haven't we, Steve?
Yeah, very much so. When you look at them, they finished in 5th, and they were 9 wins and 9 losses. So how do you call it in that? Are they good? Are they bad? It's hard to say. Points 4, and again, so 426 to 366. So that's a difference of 60 points. And they ended the season with 18 points in total. You could argue that it's been inconsistent and for the regular season, but it's just this late surge at the end, and they've mixed a strong away wins, which is saying, but on the other side, some costly home defeats, which is strange, because as I say, they seem to play very well on that pitch. But as we said, they've crucially found that form here at right at the very end, giving Featherstone Lions what can only be classed as a thrashing, 46 points to 4. And obviously, on the back of that, following up with a big away win in that semi-final, 42 points to 12. Key players, Cameron Clark. He's always one to watch. Conor Graney as a forward is absolutely immense. Eats the meters up for a young lad, because I'm not sure what age is he, Park? About 22, 23?
About 20, 23, 24.
Yeah. But he's absolutely solid. And certainly, as we've seen, he can be on hand to kick a goal as well. Along with Adam Holland, who's, he's another one who
vastly experienced now, and played a lot of this season off the bench as far as Leigh East are concerned, but they'll have been pleased to get him back in the lineup. He's a guy I know quite well, Adam, and he's been a fantastic servant to Leigh East. He's been one of those players that you turn up to watch, to be fair. Played the bulk of his career, I would say, as a halfback for Leigh East, more often or not used as an additional number 9 now, but still crafty, knows the game, can still nudge over a goal or two when required, as we've sort of talked about him over the course of the season. And then I mentioned it with like Dewsbury Celtic. Leigh spread their tries around, so they've not got anybody that is sort of like really, really up there as far as scoring lots of tries themselves.
And do you know what, Dave?
But it's very team orientated.
Yeah, and you can understand that. When I was watching them play that game against Featherstone, you can understand, because the ball was going across that park from left to right at such speed, and anyone at any time could have easily have brought the line and gone through. So it doesn't surprise me. That particular day, Marcus Mercer stood out for me on the left side, and he had a young winger. I think it was Cottle. Wasn't 100%, but I think it was, by the looks of things, he had a good game in that semi-final as well. And of course there was Bernard Aboulagay, who we'd seen beginning of the season, had been playing really well, and he's not in the team at the moment. Whether that's by he just can't get in, or he's not available, I'm not quite sure. But when we've seen him play, he's a dangerous character. Matthew Aspinwall, Louis Else, all been on the try scoring board this year, and James Molyneux, 3 tries, 6 goals, 24 points he managed to rack up in one game.
Yeah, very young player as well, James, as well, so again, plenty for him to build on over the next few years. You've already mentioned sort of this away form of Leigh East, and they've run in impressive wins at Beverley, Millom, Milford and Dissington over the course of the season. And then they've had like narrow home losses, and if they could have turned a couple of these around, where could their season have gone, to be fair? Because they lost to Keighley Albion very, very narrowly, to Milford, to Myton, and they also had a heavy loss earlier on in the season against Featherstone. But it's one of those where a clash of styles, possibly.
Yeah, and it's going to make for a great game, absolutely great game, and I'm just so glad that we're, at the start of these playoffs, and now we're being able to, sort of bring this the first, hopefully, of the plenty for the rest of the next few weeks.
I can tell you're excited for it. I can tell you're excited.
Green Cooling scores with the 13 Pro-Am Community Rugby League Show.
So that was us having a good chat and chinwag about this game in prospect. And I tell you what, I am so glad the sun has come out. We've got some blue skies ahead of us. We're in for a fine final, I think. The pitch is looking resplendent, freshly cut, I would look from looking at this.
Yeah, it's looking really good. And for those of you who know this pitch, by the way, we are opposite the clubhouse. We've got the train line to our right-hand side, which you might be here couple of trains going past from time to time. It's very well used.
Yeah, I was going to say though, it's not your engine or anything like that.
No.
You'd have to get your car serviced in that case if it's coming out with those noises. But we are here ahead of the National Conference League Division 3 final. My name's Dave Parkinson. The voice that you heard before was Steve Beach, and we have been bringing you shows all the way through the season as part of our 13 Pro-Am community game coverage. And here are the two sides as they line up. So Bentley, the hosts, they have Ben Sykes at fullback, a back line of Kev Guyon, Johnny Marshall, Charlie Harmer and Grant Hill. Halfbacks are Kieran Lewis and Jack Croswell. In the front row it's Jake Starbuck, Scott Smith and Jordan Seaman. In the back row, Tom Flounders, Jude Thompson and Jack Jarmolinski. And then it's the substitute bench of Danny Royal, George Newbury, Ryan Croswell and Jordan Middleton for head coach Andy Whitfield. And Steve, you have the Leigh East lineup.
Leigh East lineup, yeah. Fullback we have Kieran Prescott. And then we've got 2 Jasper Cottle, 3 Marcus Mercer, 4 is Matty Aspinwall. Number 5 is Cam Clark. In the halves we've got Adam Holland and Kai O'Brien, and then up front in the props we've got Conor Grainer at 20 and Ben Wharton at 15, with Callum Hughes has Hooker at number 9. Second row is Oscar Harrison at 11, Corbin Fletcher at 12, Lewis Else locks the scrum. And for your substitutes, you've got Jordan Hallam, who is 21, Michael Small at 14, Jay Yarwood at 18, Adam Wilkes at 19.
And that's for head coach Martin Roden, who's been involved with Leigh East for quite some time now. And Leigh East, to be honest, since they've dropped into this division now, they have been in this division for quite some time. They have made one previous playoff final. That was against Millham 2 years ago. They lost that encounter by 20 points to 6. Is history going to repeat itself today, or will we see Leigh East get promoted? Certainly there'll be people listening to us. I believe we're going global this afternoon, so what we've got is really looking forward to this particular game. So we're just moments away from kick-off. Steve, over to you for a minute.
Yeah, as Parky was saying, the weather's certainly come out now, and it's going to make this game really, really good. I've got to say though, just a little bit of dew on the ground from that rain still, so we'll just got to watch the handling and how the ball comes off. Wind has dropped as well, so that makes things a little bit better. But yeah, certainly the weather earlier on would have given a totally different complexion to this game.
Yeah, at this rate I'm going to be peeling off the coats because it's actually turned out quite warm again. What is it that got said in the past? Turned out quite nice again.
Turned out quite nice.
So Leigh East out on the pitch, resplendent in their home colours of red and black. It's kind of, you think of the old Dennis the Menace type kit from the Beano.
It certainly is. It's wonderful. I absolutely think it's one of the best kits around.
So we have 17 Menaces that have turned up from Leigh to Doncaster this afternoon. Bentley, I was going to say with Bentley, they came into the National Conference League a few years ago, and they've been very competitive at this level. But this is a great season that they've had.
Yeah.
They finished, what was it, 3rd in the table, 4th in the table, 12 wins. They're coming out to a flare welcome. So there's blue and yellow flares that have been set off as the players are walking out.
Excellent.
You know what, I feel like I'm at Leigh Sports Village. There was all this sort of stuff going on every single game. Good atmosphere, plenty of people on the terrace opposite us in front of the brand new clubhouse. And we've also got to give a mention to Tony Hatter in Turkey. Apparently he's getting the bar listening to us all. So hopefully you enjoy your afternoon as well, Tony. Hopefully it's a good one for both of these sides. As I said, Bentley's done an awful lot of work over recent years to, promote the club and to really start building. The one negative for me, though, we've just got one match official.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed at that, I've got to say.
So we've not got touch judges, we've just got the referee in the middle, who will no doubt do a sterling job. His name is Simeon Kwambi. And we're moments away from the start of this game. I've misplaced the old stopwatch. You might have to...
It's not my fault at this time, Parker.
You might have to ad lib here, Steve.
I will certainly...
But we're right at the start of this game. Adam Holland to get us underway. Sends the kick-off long. Ooh, that took a bounce, an awkward one. And Bentley have it, and they've run the ball 10 metres out from their own line. Storming tackle coming in from Lewis Elts. And they stop just 10 metres away from their own line here. Bentley picked up out of dummy half, spun to the left-hand side, crashing his way forward. There is Jordan Seaman. Seaman just outside that 20-metre mark. To the middle it comes again. And there's a big shot coming in there on Jamie Starbuck. Starbuck, 30 metres out from his own line. Ball spun to the right, through hands, through Lewis. And Bentley working their way up to the 40-metre line inside their own half. That was Jordan Seaman with another carry. Now it's Jake Starbuck. Makes a further 5 metres. They're going to have to kick from inside their own half here. Bentley comes back to the halfback Craswell. He puts boot on ball. It's hanging up in the wind. Taken on the full by Kieran Prescott, who cuts to the left. Got a lot of pace as Kieran Prescott brushes through a couple of tackles. Already runs it up to the 40-metre line. A good containment set there from Leigh East in the first instance.
It certainly was, isn't it?
Their first use of possession is, Leigh.
Yeah, and a good return there from Kieran Prescott. Gives them good yardage and a good platform to start those sets of 6.
So, scoots up off the deck through Callum Hughes. Big tackle going in there from Bentley. Oh, there was 3 players involved. Lifted the Leigh East man up as well. Cam Clark gets up and just smiles at the opposition, and that's an equally strong tackle coming in there on Matty Aspinall. 2 players into the hit. Jack Jarmolinski was one of them. He'll track across, but they're working this right side. Look, they work out to this right side. Big run. Inside pass comes in. It's going to be picked up by Bentley. Well picked up there by Grant Hill. Hill just 30 metres out from his own line. He'll play this ball 10 metres in from touch. One passing field. A dummy. And forward on surges Jake Starbuck, getting to the 40-metre line, about 15 metres in from the touchline in front of us now. Picked up out of dummy half. There is a knock on there at the play of the ball. Scott Smith, well, he got onto it quickly enough, but I don't think our referee was happy with the way that the ball was played.
Gotta say, a lovely move there, ball moving from side to side. Cam Clark just trying to make the ball come back inside, but unfortunately Bentley just moving on. At the moment we've got Callum Hughes, I think, has got a bit of finger in his eye, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he's come off, and Jordan Helm has gone straight onto the field. Remember that this sort of level we do have unlimited interchange. You know, if you were commentating and it was professional, we'd only have 8 changes, I think, but here we are. Callum Hughes receiving some attention as the ball scoots up from the base of the scrum. Holland moving it out to Prescott. Prescott putting the brakes on, coming back on the inside, wrapped up by 2. He's about 45 metres away from the try line. Helen picks up out a dummy half, puts it to the left hand side. Run coming in, it's a strong one from Marcus Mercer, being patrolled towards the touchline though. Good tackling from Bentley, but showing a bit of pace there was Mercer. Ball coming back into the middle. Here is Graney cutting forward on the edge of the 30-metre line. Helen picks up, sends it to his right hand side. Holland keeps it moving. Else onto Kai O'Brien. O'Brien almost cutting through. Stopped 25 metres out from the line. Helen at dummy half. Options around him. Where's he going to put this ball? He'll work this right side. Goes to Prescott. Prescott puts the step on. Then steps past 2 players. Rolled over on his back inside that 20-metre line. Last tackle signalled here for Leigh East in possession. Helen will scoop it to the right-hand side. Fletcher gets rid of it. Oh, lovely flick-out pass. Kick comes in from Clark, and well picked up at the back from Ben Sykes. He did really well there, didn't he, the Bentley full-back?
He certainly did. But as I said before, this ball is moving from side to side really rapidly from this Leigh East side.
Beautiful pass from Aspinall to get the ball out of the tackle. Oh, and Kai O'Brien is being helped off now, so already East down a couple of men. And big charge coming in down that right hand side. Slip ball comes in from Tom Flounders, and the man outside him takes the tackle, and then they work that right side again. Flounders spinning through the challenge 30 metres from his own line. They'll be happy with what the containment in this set will Leigh East, and the kick will come in on the last. It's a long kick all the way down the ground. Clark comes for it, takes it on inside his own half, runs it straight forward, grabbed by 2 defenders. Ball to be played here. Helen out to Prescott. Prescott again putting the step in. Wrestled down to the floor there by Jude Thompson. Thompson with a good stop. Hughes is back out there. Spins it into the hands of Helen. Helen moves it on further to Lewis Elts, and Elts crashes towards that 30-metre line in centre field. Hughes urging for a quicker play of the ball. It'll be turned to the left-hand side. Holland back over his shoulder looking for Graney. Graney felt the full force, but gets an offload.
Good ball.
Out to Holland. Holland keeps it moving down that left-hand side. Tackle comes in though. They're covering the ground well at Bentley. But Leigh East up to the 20-metre line as the tackle count continues. A referee keeping a close eye on proceedings. The ball has been spilled. He's then hacked forward, picked up by Sykes. Sykes on the counter-attack. He's thrown the dummy. He's through the gap. He's got through. He's over the halfway line. It's a real foot race. Prescott just gets hands on him. Helen also gets hands on him. Eventually the tackle is completed. Oh, but that was great play there from Sykes. Showed a real clean pair of heels. Run comes in from Grant Hill. Hill stops about 25 metres away from the line. Croswell at dummy half. Long ball into the middle of the field. Dummied by Smith, and then Guy gets it wide as well. So the challenge comes in, and they're just about 20 metres away from the line, over on the right hand side. Direct attacking from Bentley, spun all the way out to the centre on that side. Charlie Harmer, who's tackled. Flounders picks up out of dummy half, takes it forward himself, crashes through a couple of challenges, eventually put down 10 metres out. Referee keeping a close eye on the 10 as it's moved to the left hand side. Halfbacks linking up. Croswell, short ball. Big charge coming through from Jude Thompson. Thompson is held in at dummy half. Goes Johnny Marshall. Marshall, he spins it left. Croswell goes direct for the line, and he's going to be held.
Good defence there. I mean, got to say that break from fullback was absolutely
fantastic.
Found the gap, went down the wing.
He's been in great form over recent weeks as well. I was reading, I think he scored something like 8 or 9 tries this season. So he's a real go-to man as far as Bentley is concerned.
Really got a turn of speed.
So Leigh East retrieving possession. We have got another stoppage. It's been a tough first few minutes of this game, hasn't it? Without doubt. Hope you're enjoying the coverage so far, courtesy of 13 Pro-Am Mixler. We are the 13 Pro-Am Community Rugby League Show. My name's Dave Parkinson. Leigh East in possession, just 10 metres away from their own line. I noticed that they're trying to get Kai O'Brien moving to try and get him back out there, because he's been such an important cog in the Leigh East wheel, very influential. As East again putting a bit of space in it, going wide. Oh, big handoff. They've got a break going down that left hand side. Oh, it's a super break over the halfway line. Mercer cutting forward inside the opposition half of the field. He's about 35 metres away from the line. Holding down.
6 again, yeah.
Ball comes to this right side. Prescott skips past one, goes down the middle again. He is a defender's nightmare, is Kieran Prescott, because he'll just go and attack, and he's got this such great footwork. So Hughes at dummy half, picks up Else. Else will settle it down. Straightforward drive into the 20-metre line. It goes directly down the centre of the ground. Hughes, dummy half, sends it to the left hand side. Holland lines it up for Prescott. Prescott putting it further wide, all the way to Jasper Cockle. That came courtesy of Marcus Mercer. Still 0-0 if you're just joining us. Game been up and running for a few minutes now, as spun into the middle, and Graney rides that challenge, cuts back off to the left hand side. How long have we been going for, Steve?
We've been going just coming up to 9 minutes, Parky.
So East with a little bit of field position. That pass nearly died in front of Holland, but then Helen keeps it moving out to Prescott, further wide to Aspinall. That's play on. It's been picked up here by Bentley. Referee has decided that there's no advantage to play, and this is why he's gone with the original knock on. So this should be
Adam Feed to Leigh.
Adam Feed, possibly, because it was a little offload which came in from Aspinall, didn't it, and then came off the arms of a Bentley player. So it's going to be a scrum. Adam Feed to Leigh East. Great attacking position. I've got to say, there's an acre of space between the posts where one defender is and the winger,
certainly
out on that right hand side as far as the Bentley defence is concerned. If Leigh East can get a move going, there's loads of space to work there,
and the speed to move this ball, they've got to be very careful here, Bentley, very careful.
So scrum to be fed by Helen, picked up at the base. They come down blindside. Hughes takes the run. He's going to be held short of that line. Helen ducks into dummy half, options around him. He'll scoop it into the middle. Big run comes in, good charge from Ben Wharton. Wharton plays it off to this right side. crashing through then was Corbin Fletcher. Fletcher, he's over the line, he's held up over the line, and I think they've managed to carry him over the dead ball line. So it's going to be ball to Bentley. Great defence from them.
That certainly was, yeah.
Good communication. And it's going to be a tap on the 20-metre line. Forward come Bentley. Run coming in there from Grant Hill. Didn't make too many metres forward. Out to dummy half. It's moved to the right. And it's a big run coming in from Jamalinsky. Jamalinsky up to the 30. He'll look to play this ball to Smith. Smith will turn it to the right. Oh, he's gone to ground. And then picked up, and away go East. Mercer out to Cockle. Cockle. He's going all the way. Is this going to be awarded? The referee goes over, stops the clock just for a second. Leigh celebrate. Referee, has he given this? Has he actually given this?
Just waiting to see what's happening. I don't see how we can't if we've not got any judges.
I mean, Cockle did tremendously well there, didn't he? You know, and he hasn't. He's not given the try. I thought he'd not pointed. I mean, Cockle showed a great...
Oh, it's pacer. He certainly is pacer.
Pace. I've got to say, though, there was a cover tackle that came in, and it was close to the touchline. So if the referee has seen it from his position, I think that's possibly what he's called, and he's dead in goal. So what he's done is he's ruled a 20-metre tap.
Yeah.
So it's going to be turnover.
But it just shows you that partnership, as I said, of Cockle and Marcus Mercer over that on that left-hand side.
Oh, it was quick.
They are very tight, I tell you. So, great crowd here, by the way, Park. And
it's a noisy crowd.
It's a noisy crowd.
I like the noisy crowd.
A couple of coaches as well, and it's really filling up over on the clubhouse side as well.
So, Bentley in possession, looking to bring this ball away from their own end. Jamalowski, all held, all rolled on his back, 20 metres out from his own line. He'll play this ball to Smith. Smith darts to the right, links with Flounders. Them two have been linking for years. Good run coming in from Flounders as well. Takes 3 defenders to bring him down. 30 metres away from his own line. Ball will be played. Smith turns it infield looking for Starbuck. Starbuck rolls it forward again, only able to make a couple of metres. Fletcher controlling the pace of the play of the ball. It's a slow one, just for anybody listening. And then Craswell getting the ball wide. Certainly people behind us felt it was a forward pass. I'm not too sure, to be fair. But Smith goes to the right, brought through the middle. They've got up to the halfway line here of Bentley. They cleared their lines well, but it's going to have to be a good kick downfield, and that'll be provided by Smith. He's got plenty of height on it again. Cockle gets back to collect it. Now runs towards the middle, stutter step, and then he's leapt upon by a couple of defenders on the edge of their own 20-metre line. Prescott a dummy half, spins it across to Clark. Clark knew he was going to get hit. Interesting story about Cam Clark, because when I first was involved with Leeds a few years ago, he was playing second row. He's moved out to wing. Maybe he's got quicker.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
I thought it was supposed to happen the other way. He came in from the wing to the second row.
Referee deciding Leeds to pinch a couple of extra metres of that particular play of the ball. John Helm on the wraparound, half break from it, good yards. Almost breaks through, ends up being a really, really good tackle, an important one on the inside from Smith. They'll bring it down this right side again. Fletcher half breaking the line, getting over the halfway line, rolled over on his back by 3. There's a vociferous reception for the referee. Kick comes in from Helm, hangs it high, mid-range kick. It's allowed to bounce, and it's bounced in favour of Leigh East, but who's going to get on it? Bentley do. They whip it to the right hand side, run coming in, trying to clear their lines. Kev Guyon just getting out to his own 40-metre line, play the ball, infield it comes. Now it's the fullback Sykes, really gets himself involved, does Ben Sykes at every opportunity, put down near the halfway line, moved into the middle. It's the winger Grant Hill, picking up 7 or 8 metres with that particular carry inside the opposition half of the field. Ball to the right hand side, good yards, good play from Flounders, getting the ball further wide. 0-0 the score here, back on the infield. Half-backs linking, Craswell finding Sykes, putting the step on. Then the tackle comes in. It's a good tackle, last tackle signalled here, about 30-35 metres away from the line. Kick comes in, It's going to be allowed to bounce. Oh, it's going to bounce in favour of Leigh East. I'm not sure how much Oscar Hansen knew about it, but he picked it up very, very quickly indeed.
He was sharp when he needed to be. Well, we just got just past the 15-minute mark, Parker.
Still 0-0. Both these sides feeling each other out, and as we alluded to when we spoke on Wednesday, it's certainly a clash of styles, isn't it? You've got certainly a Bentley side that looks a little bit more structured. Leigh East, while they're doing the hard and tough stuff in the middle of the field, they're not scared to put this ball wide, and Helen weaving across to this right side, tackled on his back on the halfway line. Good shot it was, heading his way to by Jake Starbuck I should say, as Else, all held in the middle of the field, still makes a couple of metres. Referee says it's the last tackle. Ball put into the arms of Holland. Holland will put this ball high. Tell you what, nobody wants to get near that one.
No.
Ends up being a good kick, but it went. Oh, it didn't. It went out on the full.
Yeah.
I think it went out on the full.
Get some linesmen, proper linesmen.
You know, he's made a good decision there, to be honest, and it's not his fault that he's got no linesman.
No, that's all. So
it's a hill I'm going to die upon this, you know. So I'm going to back this referee because he's got it all to do. A promotion final there on his own. So ball put to the right hand side. Charge comes in.
He fell over.
Big run, big tackle as well on Jordan Seaman. Here's Flounders. He's a right handful, isn't he, on that right side for Bentley. Brushing through a couple of tackles, put down on his back over the halfway line. Smith out dummy half, links with the halfback Kieran Lewis, and Jake Starbuck takes the carry. He's 40 metres away from the line, inside the Leigh East half the field. Crossroad brings it left.
Good ball.
Lofty ball. Out to Jude Thompson.
Good defence though.
The defence was sprung. Sykes will move this ball in field. Craswell again. Dummies. Goes forward himself. Good little run forward from him to the edge of the 20. Last tackle signalled. Smith ducks to this left hand side. Kicks it towards the corner. Is it one to be contested? It was, but they've managed to push him into the touch, and it's going to be turnover possession. But they're starting to show that they're in this game, aren't they, Bentley? You know, they were shocked, I think, initially by the speed and the ferocity of what Leigh East were coming at them.
Definitely, and the pace, as I say, the ball movement. They just managed to settle down. They've just moving themselves gently down the pitch in a good position now to can they keep Leigh East down at this end.
So East just about 10 metres away from their own line. Run comes in from Jay Yarwood, never the biggest of forwards, but always does more than his first share of carries. Now into the middle with Wilkes throws his way forward, appeals to the referee for a penalty, does that with most carries. Will play it just outside his own 20 metre line. Hughes to his right hand side. Here's Prescott taking on the line, beats the first tackle. Ends up being a pretty good run. He's won a penalty for his side as well. There was holding down there from Starbuck. Prescott goes and taps him on the back. Still 0-0 in these early stages. East will bring this ball forward a further 10 metres. Helen will look to tap this, but the referee will have to get back in position. Feeds it to his left. Corbin Fletcher takes on his opposite number, Jude Thompson. Not sure who came up best with that, to be honest. It was a good collision. He's lost his skull cap as Fletcher. Here comes Wilkes through the middle. Easily put down. Great tackle coming in by Jack Jarmolinsky. Plays this ball to Hughes. Hughes scoops it left. Holland on to Else again through hands out to Mercer out to Cockle has spilled it. Turnover ball. I tell you what, he's bravely trying to rip this ball out from Kev Guyon, who looks like he's twice his size.
It's probably twice his age as well, to be fair.
40 metres away from their own line, crashing forward comes Bentley as a train whizzes by. There's some real good work being made in that midfield. Jordan Middleton taking the carry over the halfway line for Bentley, picked up by Smith. Stuttering run, ends up being a good run in midfield though from Charlie Harmer. Makes some excellent yards after contact. 40 metres away from the east line. Smith turns it right. Run comes in. Is it Ryan Croswell, that, the big fella? In fact, no, it's the number 10, Danny Royal. Smith darts to the right. in the veteran stages of his career now, is Smith, but he's been a really decent servant to Bentley. Inside the 20-metre line he goes. They'll bring it back towards the middle. Royal takes another carry. I think this is his third carry in about a minute.
Yeah, they're using him really well, actually, aren't they?
And they're getting down the ground as well. So half-backs linking again. Craswell, short ball. Oh, that was dangerous then. Jude Thompson cut down inches from the line. They'll continue moving the ball to the left here. Is Sykes stepping back in field, linking. Offloads brilliantly to Jarmolowski. Jarmolowski into the middle, wrapped up by 3.
That is excellent defence there from Leigh East.
There's still a load of danger here as the ball moves to the right hand side. Stuttering and coming in from Lewis. Lewis just about held. This will be the last tackle of the set for Bentley. In a real decent position. He's playing for the penalty. It's not forthcoming. Smith moves it right. Craswell throws a dummy. Surges on. Flicks the ball out. Referee decides that the tackle is completed. It's
really
going to be
good
turnover.
defence there from Leigh East. I mean, as you say, Bentley are really growing into this game, Parky.
And they seem to be bigger, don't they? They've got bigger players. Bit of an injury in back play for, I think that's Adam Wilkes. So referee will just stop his clock. We've been going for what, about 20 minutes now, Steve?
We have been going, for 21 minutes, Parky.
Yeah. So 0-0.
Give it him, ball. Give it a run.
Beautiful day now. Sun's out.
No, I'm feeling like I'm sweating. I got my big coat on.
It looks like you're going out shoplifting with that coat on.
Oh, charming. I don't know how that ended up in my pocket, Steve.
Good honour.
Leigh East getting bullied, pushed back towards their own posts. Just 2 metres away from their own line. Elks making some valuable metres. Even he's pushed back though, still inside their own 10-metre line. East wanting a quicker play the ball off to this left-hand side. It's controlling though at the moment in this set from Bentley. These forwards from Leigh East having to take the medicine inside their own 20-metre line. Still 0-0. But then Bentley undo all of that good work. Holding on.
Coach killer, that one, Parky.
Giving away too many. It's like he was sponsored by Sleep Easy. That play of the ball was so slow then. He's preparing to bring another substitute on, Michael Small, running down the touchline. So no doubt he'll see some action in the next minute or two. He's giving the ball some air into the arms of Wilkes. I think they brought a drum of Leigh East. Certainly making a lot of noise of the spectators behind us, and Jay Yarwood going nowhere in particular fast. Stopped about 30 metres from his own line, using a dummy half, skims the ball right to Helm dummies, then hands it on to Prescott. Prescott will try and break the line, but he's been controlled well in that particular stop by Johnny Marshall. Quick play the ball. Helm finds a bit of space, but then finds the shoulder there of Jude Thompson, who puts him right down. Great hit from Thompson, that. Still 0-0. And here comes Wilkes. Rolled down on his front. Last tackle. Ball into the arms of Adam Holland. He's really hoisted this one. Guyan comes for it.
Well taken.
Well taken. And then he drifts across to this left-hand side. Nice yards as well, but rolled over on his back eventually by Corbin Fletcher. 30 metres away from their own line here, Bentley. Sykes at dummy half. He'll scoop it into the middle. Oh, that was a punishing tackle. Hardly making any metres there, Bentley. And it's the winger Grant Hill who tried to pinch a couple of metres afterwards as well. Referee points him back. Forward they come again through Danny Royal. Solid yards made by the substitute prop forward. Back towards the middle it comes. I noticed the other Craswell brother is on now, Ryan. And the ball has been lost. Referee has ruled the way that it's come out, it's going to be another set for Bentley, and it comes to this left-hand side, and Thompson with another great carry.
I think it's just play on, Parky, because it came off his legs.
Right, okay, so no reset. Kick comes in from the other Craswell brother, Ryan. And that's got real height on it. Guyan comes down with it, plays it off. A bit of space was opening up then for Bentley, but Leigh East have got across, and it's going to be turnover about
scrambling defence
30 metres away from the line, isn't it, as far as that? But yeah, I'm with you, that was some really good scramble defence for Leigh East.
This is flying by. 24 minutes gone.
Still 0-0. And we're waiting for the first real chance. There was an opportunity where Cockle had a try disallowed after about 8 minutes. Since then, Bentley have really worked their way into this game. Croswell monitoring him, bringing him towards the touchline. The offload comes in. It's gone in favour of Bentley. Grant Hill darts in field. He's going to be stopped about 30 metres away from the line. He has a devil's own job of trying to escape the clutches there of Cam Clark. Referee
6 again.
Gives that 6 again. Royal 22 metres away from the line. He crashes in centre field. Ball picked up out of dummy half. Scoop to the right now. Lewis on to Flounders. Flounders takes on Oscar Hansen. Hansen puts him down. Inside that 20 metre line go Bentley again. Croswell handing on to Jordan Middleton. That's Ryan Croswell. Into dummy half goes Smith. He'll link it left to Croswell. Short ball to Thompson. Thompson through. They've opened the scoring. They've threatened this a couple of times, and he's come in with a fantastic line there as Thompson, and he opens the scoring, Steve.
Yeah, certainly have. I mean, Bentley have started getting some great pressure and controlling the game now. And as you say, a couple of times they've run that line either side of the post, but that time, success. Jordan Thompson goes in just to the left-hand side. After we have got, it is tries to find his time and he can't.
About 26 minutes, are we having?
About, yeah, 26 minutes.
So 26 minutes in, and the deadlock has been broken, and it's Bentley, the hosts, who have soaked up a lot of pressure, but are probably, on balance, for the last 5 or 6 minutes, they've been the better side, haven't they? They've had a little bit more territory, they've had a bit more ball.
Probably early on it's been to and fro, and Leigh starts off really fast, really sharpish, but Bentley have certainly grown into this game, started to take control of things, and as you were saying, those lines there that Thompson's been running on this left hand side has paid off there.
So 4 points to nil in favour of Bentley. Kieran Lewis looking to convert just to the left of the post, steps up now and adds the conversion. 6 points to nil.
So yeah, it's still all to play for. I mean, the game has been end to end, just started to tie things down, Bentley, and just getting into the stride, and obviously 6-0 up now.
So yeah, 6 points to nil in favour of Bentley. As I say, on the balance of play over this last 5 or 6 minutes, it's no more than Bentley deserve.
No,
they've been a little bit more constructive, haven't they? They've got themselves a little bit of field position, but that was a brilliant line. You know, I mean, they don't get enough credit sometimes, second rowers, when they run that sort of line, and it's a brave line for Jude Thompson to run as well.
I think
because you know you're going to get hit somewhere on the line.
And he won one earlier on, and Leigh used to defend it really well.
So Holland gets us underway again. Well taken by Croswell. Feeds it back. Oh, big charge off the back coming in. I think that's George Newbury. He'll play this ball back. Ball into the middle. Again, not really going anywhere. The winger Grant Hill. 25 metres away from his own line. Smith onto Sykes. Sykes handing that ball on to Danny Royal. Good yards from him again. Managed to pick up the pieces.
Good meters.
Yeah, initially got hit well, but then was able to ride the challenge. Ball out on the right with Sykes. Angles it back towards the middle. Rolled on his back though. Ends up being a controlled stop there from Lewis Eltz. 45 metres away from their own line. They're going to kick. No, they're not. The pass comes back to Flounders, who brushes through one. Makes the halfway line. It's going to be the last tackle now. Where's this ball going? Smith will send it right. Kick comes in from Lewis under a little bit of pressure. It's a good kick. Bounces, bobbles into the arms there of Prescott. Cockle on the sort of scoop round, and then he's controlled in that particular stop. Thompson really got under the ball then. Flounders also involved, 25 metres away from their own line. Leigh East bringing the ball away from their own end. Here's Clark. Clark plays this ball to Prescott. Prescott darts towards the middle. Oh, that's a great stop on him. That's the way that you've got to control Prescott. Tackle him low, tackle him around the legs. That's exactly what Smith did. Struggling for metres in this set, Leigh East. Lofted ball out to Fletcher, but even he's going nowhere. Controlled by Royal. Gets an off-ball going though. Can they make most of it? Couple of passes later, it ends up in the arms of Yarwood. Yarwood's put down, still inside their own half of the field, about 40 metres away. Scrappy play the ball. Kick comes in from Jordan Hellam. Has he got the angle on that one? I don't know whether we'd be able to play 40-20s with only one, but it's rolled right back to the try line. Picked up by Sykes. He's faced with five Leigh East players, and he's got round all of them. He's gone down the right-hand side, and eventually he's still going over the 20-metre line. That looked like a bit of a high shot, really, on him. Leigh East get away with it. Bentley still lead by 6 points to 0. Ball comes to the middle. It's that winger Grant Hill again with another carry as Fletcher comes to the sideline for Leigh East. Off to the right with Smith.
Michael Small coming on for Leigh East in place of Corbin Fletcher.
30 metres away from their own line here. Now rolling forward. Good run coming in there from Ryan Craswell. Offload as well. Smith throws the dummy, surges on over the halfway line. He's a battling player, certainly. He's Scott Smith. Really enjoy watching him. Quick play the ball off to this left-hand side. Big fellas linking up. Here comes Royal. Royal stopped 40 metres away from the line. Last tackle signal. Bentley up by 6 points to 0. Lewis drills his kick low. Cockle has to attack that one and certainly does. Tries to ride the tackle, which heads his way from Kev Guyon. He'll have to play it about 15 metres out from his own line. But at the moment, they're controlling where they're turning the ball over. And this is excellent game management as far as Bentley are concerned, Steve.
It certainly is. They've got the measure of from a defence point of view, sort of settle things down. And at least they're struggling to make metres and get out of their own half.
They are. They're still on their own 20-metre line as Hellam picks it up, finds Aspinwall. Aspinwall takes that carry. Greeny's back out there for Leigh East. And this will help certainly the Leigh East effort. They've won a penalty. So Hellam quickly points to the touchline. They'll gain the quick 10 metres.
It's a couple of times now that Bentley have let themselves down with little players when they've got good defensive play.
To be fair though, I don't think it is, because in the end they're only giving another 10 metres away, because with only having one match official, he can't judge on where the ball gets kicked out. So East in possession, 45 metres away from the line. Here's Else, spins it out. It looks scrappy, but it ends up going out to Prescott, who then finds Mercer. Mercer controlled, 35 metres away from the line on that left-hand side of the field. Plays the ball to Prescott, infield to Holland. Holland keeps it moving to Else. Else makes some good yards, Lewis Else. Inside the 20 he goes. Hellam to his right hand side. Yarwood crashes forward, then hands on. And there's going to be a penalty to Leigh East because of a late hit which went the way of Jay Yarwood. I mean, that's the thing. He is such a brave little player, Jay Yarwood. He'll take it direct into the contact, and anything that hits him right on that line, he's likely to get a penalty. He'll also get banjoed into next week as well, to be fair.
He's not frightened of taking it.
He's definitely not. And he linked perfectly there with Graney. And
he's, to be honest, he's one of the unsung heroes of this team, isn't he? Because it takes a lot of stick either way. I mean, going forward, and it's always in the tackles.
He is, yeah. He's a great player, to be honest. So Leigh East have this penalty. It's directly in front of the post if they want 2 points. Currently trailing by 6 points to 0 in this game. It's almost a bit of a gimme this for East if they want to go for 2, because it's in front of the post. Jordan Hellam has the ball at his feet. Obviously there's a bit of concern being shown to a Bentley player who's down in the background. Just trying to see if I can spot his number. It's the centre Johnny Marshall who was receiving some attention.
Yeah, he's up and back in the line now.
Hellam's going to tap this one, by the way, on the 20 metre line. Turns, finds Lewis Else. Else crashes forward, gains a couple of metres, tries to gain a couple more after contact. He's surrounded by those blue shirts with the gold trim that Bentley have. And then Hellam goes short to Graney. Graney crashing through. Oh, can he get in? He's about 2 metres shy of the line in front of the post. Hellam goes from dummy half, tries to twist his way over. Good defence from Bentley, holding Leigh at bay at the moment. This is a great opportunity for the visitors. Picked up out of dummy half, spun to the right with Holland. Holland will keep it moving. Short ball. Oh, it's been knocked on by Small into the arms of Bentley. Great defence.
Yeah,
I've got to give them a real
covering really, really well.
He's not quite being able to complete that set and carry on putting the pressure on, and as a result, Grant Hill has brought the ball out from his own end well. They're still inside their own 20 metre line though. Now they'll make a couple of metres more out of dummy half. East have controlled and rolled the player on his back. It was Craswell. He's done really well to win a penalty there.
He certainly has.
I mean, I know what the crowd are going mad behind us at, but he's been right smart there, because he's rolled with the player and trapped him underneath.
Yeah.
I thought it was good work that. Louis Seltz has gone down with a little knock. So it's going to be Ryan Craswell who will look to tap this penalty. 10 metres in from the touchline. We won't get underway for a few seconds yet, because Louis Seltz was receiving a little bit of attention in the middle of the field. Currently it's the hosts who are leading by 6 points to 0. Ryan Craswell dummies before tapping, runs, links it back over his shoulder, looking for Grant Hill. 16 tries this season, Grant Hill. He's not had many opportunities so far in this game. Good charge coming in there from Jake Starbuck. Starbuck inside his own half of the field. He'll play it to Ryan Craswell again, into the middle. Forward they come. Over the halfway line, Bentley. Craswell to his right. Flounders running strongly, twisting, turning, spinning. Still going forward, Flounders. 40 metres away from the line. Craswell at dummy half. Now they're giving it some air. Back over the shoulder, looking for Thompson again in the midfield. Thompson will play it about 30 metres out from the line. It's the last tackle. Out to Jack Craswell. Craswell kicks it into the corner, and I think that's found the touchline.
Shepherd out.
Yeah, they just sort of watched it.
That's the referee. Referee's just having a chat about where the ball has gone out, I think. Not sure what is was happening here.
It's a controlled turnover on the 10 metre line. That's the result of it all. So Cam Clark, he was following the referee like he was a little dog then. We're going to play this. We're going to play this. Oh, Graney is controlled. That is brilliant defence. Excellent defence from Bentley, pushing Graney all the way back towards his own line. Just 2 metres out the Leigh side, but they're at the wrong end of the field. Great defence this, and again it's another good shot coming in from Jamalinski with that hit low down. Not the biggest of forwards, by the way. Now he's trying to take it around the outside. They've released Cockle. Cockle slips. Did he lose the ball on contact with the ground as well? Referee, I don't think he spotted it. I thought there was a little bobble, I've got to be honest, Steve. Ball comes back into the middle, into the arms of Mercer. Mercer, big and strong, drags 4 defenders with him. He's 40 metres out from his own line, so East have at least given themselves a little bit of space to work with. Oh, and that's a good run from Louis Seltz to reach the halfway line. They've run through the set of 6 tackles here though. Ball on the left hand side with Hellam, and I think that he's going to... Yeah, I'm not even sure what he was aiming at. I
think he was aiming at the train that was going to go past us.
Defending!
Yeah,
I would like to say there was some subtlety about that kick, but he's oofed it.
He just put his foot through it, and it's gone dead in a set of 7 now.
So, tap taken. Here comes Grant Hill. I was going to say, that almost wants the brackets of Avit at the bottom, that, doesn't it? If you think of the old John Smith's advert.
Peter Kay.
Oh, he's won the penalty there as Jake Starbuck. You know what? He had a great big grin on his face as he run that in, because he knew that there were players offside, and he picked them out perfectly. Really good play from Jake Starbuck, that. So they're on the halfway line. They'll take a few more metres here. You know what? I think since Ryan Craswell has come on, he's certainly added a little bit to him around that middle.
Steadied him,
and taking nothing away from Scott Smith. I just think it's a good contrast, and he's another vastly experienced campaigner. Big run coming in there from Grant Hill, 40 metres away from the try line. Craswell linking with Thompson. Good run from Thompson. rolls his way forward. He's eventually put down on the 20-metre line. Quick play the ball to Ryan Craswell out to the right. Jack Craswell further wide to Lewis. Lewis keeps it moving to Jarmolowski. Jarmolinski is put down inside the 20-metre line on that right-hand side of the field. There's appeals for a penalty. It's not forthcoming. Infield it comes to Lewis again. Throws the ball to himself. Then releases it to Starbuck. Runs round and collects it though does Lewis. Lewis drifting off to this left-hand side. Eventually tackled. Lost just a little bit of momentum on that particular play, but bringing it back towards the middle. Jack Craswell
running the angle again there, Parker.
Ball released. Here's Starbuck, goes again. Once upon a time was a second row player, now playing in the front row. Last tackle signal here for Bentley. Ryan Craswell finds Jack Craswell. Jack out to Lewis. Lewis across. It's a big charge. Big tackle as well. Charlie Harmel will be forced to turn over possession. But again, it's in the corner of that field, and East have an awful lot to do here, Steve.
Yeah, and it's just going into time added on in this first half now, Parker.
So not long left in this first half. Well, Mercer takes a scurry out of dummy half, made some good metres. He had Cockle for company, but there wasn't a lot of space for them to work with. Ball comes into field. Mercer takes another carry. He always looks like he's going to make a break, doesn't he, Mercer?
To be honest, they've got to get him involved more, I think, because he's making great metres up this field.
If Leigh East had 13 Mercers, they'd probably be Premier Division.
Yeah.
Now here's Els, all wrapped up in the middle of that field. Done a good job so far, but finding they're going really tough. Plays the ball really quickly to Helen.
Offside, yeah.
And then there's a penalty here, offside, yeah.
Play for that there. Absolutely clever play. Saw there is a not squared at play the ball, just ran straight into him, and referee had no option to give the penalty.
He is a good player, isn't he, Helen? I mean, you can see him sort of like cleverly scouting and looking for offside players. And like I say, he's won that penalty, brings the ball forward for an extra 10-metre gain, tapped, feeds it into the hands of Holland. Holland runs across the field, looks for an angled runner. It's provided by Prescott. Prescott works it out. There's another penalty coming in for a late hit. Second time, referee tells Bentley he can't go hitting the man after the ball has gone. Got to admit, Michael Small though must be thinking, I got whacked there for nothing. So, interesting decision, but as you mentioned, we're in this time added on, aren't we? So any opportunity of points, I mean, this would close the gap if Adam Holland is successful to just 4 points, but it's a long range kick. I mean, this
it's got a little bit of wind behind him though, Parker.
Yeah, it's a full length pitch this as well. You're right, there is a bit of wind advantage for him. I'm just going to turn into the wind so you can hear it on our microphone.
He's just into his own half, isn't he?
Well, no, he's on the 40-metre line.
Oh, it's 40, yeah.
Yeah. We're just
down.
We're just off the halfway line into our position. So Holland, has he got enough of that one? Oh, it's wide. It's wide. Referee says it's wide. So we go to the break at 6-0 in favour of Bentley. You know what? Pulsating half in many factors. I mean, I thought Leigh East got the better of the start, to be honest, Steve. Always wanted to play it wide. Nice little link-up plays. We saw Cockle get away, or seemingly get away from the defence after 8 minutes, and then there was a smashing tackle which came in and just prevented the try. It was disallowed by our match official, and then it kind of to and fro, didn't it? Bentley gradually getting a little bit more of the first half. Jude Thompson eventually crashing his way through off Jack Craswell's pass, and Kieran Lewis converted 6-0. We then saw an opportunity for Leigh East down at this end, but they turned the ball over, and Bentley did really well to defend their own end. Again, we went through a period of Bentley dominating territory, and then just at the back end there, East started to get down the field. They won that penalty in that last minute, and with the last kick of the first half, Holland putting that wide.
Yeah, as you were saying there, Parker, that first 20 minutes, just end-to-end stuff. Where they found the energy, I don't know, but and were Bentley a bit surprised at how fast that Leigh came out? Possibly, but as you said, they settled things down, gradually grew into the game, and then basically had a stranglehold of Leigh East down on this left-hand side from where we are, and they really struggled to get out of their own half. towards the end they've started to make a little bit more metres, but I think certainly they've got to get their hands into the ball into the hands of Mercer a little bit more. They want to try to make their sort of yards up the up the pitch, and the Mercer of the full-back Prescott to try and get through some space, but Mercer's been the one. Cottle very unlucky there in that corner. I'd be interested to see what the actual final decision was, because from where we were it looked as though he was in, but we're on the other side of the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been tackled touching goal, which is why we ended up with a 20-metre restart from the end of that, but yeah, we'd be interested to certainly see that again. But 6 points to nil in favour of Bentley. Do you think overall they've earned it because of how they played, and they've kind of been more tempted to go through the processes, grind it out, get good field position. As we've mentioned a couple of times, it's a difficult ground to get your kicking game going on this, because you've got such narrowing goal areas, haven't you?
Oh, very narrow. We were having a walk around the pitch before we started, and we commented on that as how narrow they are. So yeah, there was one kick though, I'm afraid it wasn't even going to settle anywhere near the in goal area. In fact, I think it settled past the railway line, past us on the right hand side.
So half time here at Bentley, 6 points to nil in favour of Bentley. A thrilling first half in a lot of respects, and two contrasting styles of rugby league. But this is why we turn up to these games, and lots to play for in the second half. There is still a promotion spot that is going to come to one of these sides. The question is, who will join Saddleworth and Keighley Albion in Division 2 next season? Will it be Bentley, who are hosting here in Doncaster, or will it be visiting Leigh East? We'll be back in just a few minutes' time after these.
Green Cooling scores with the 13 Pro-Am Community Rugby League Show. Green Cooling scores with the 13 Pro-Am Community Rugby League Show.
Let's perhaps talk about, how some of these guys, go against each other kind of thing, and who possibly we might be seeing at the weekend. There's key players on the Bentley side through like Grant Hill, who's their top try scorer, Kieran Lewis, who we mentioned him enough with regarding his kicking game, both from from hand and within the game, and also his goal kicking. Ben Sykes is a guy who we've mentioned a little bit, obviously in some fantastic form at this moment inside. And then there's perhaps a couple of the more unheralded guys in the lads like Scott Smith, Jordan Middleton, who have been thereabouts. They've been the real steal that the rest of this side has been around. If we look at some of the form that Bentley have had as well, they've beaten Keighley Albion home and away this season. They've beaten Beverley home and away. They've knocked 50 points on Milford. They've had very narrow losses to Myton, Featherstone Lions and Dissington. But they've got a level of consistency about the game. But then we've got the unpredictability of Leigh East, haven't we, Steve?
Yeah, very much so. When you look at them, they finished in 5th, and they were 9 wins and 9 losses. So how do you call it in that? Are they good? Are they bad? It's hard to say. Points 4, and again, so 426 to 366. So that's a difference of 60 points. And they ended the season with 18 points in total. You could argue that it's been inconsistent and for the regular season, but it's just this late surge at the end, and they've mixed the strong away wins, which is saying, but on the other side some costly home defeats, which is strange, because as I say, they seem to play very well on that pitch. but as we said, they've crucially found that form here right at the very end, giving Featherstone Lions what can only be classed as a thrashing, 46 points to 4, and obviously on the back of that, following up with a big away win in that semi-final, 42 points to 12. Key players: Cameron Clark. He's always one to watch. Conor Graney as a forward is absolutely immense. Eats the meters up for a young lad, because I'm not sure what age is he, Park? About 22, 23?
About 20, 23, 24.
Yeah. But he's absolutely solid, and certainly, as we've seen, he can be on hand to kick a goal as well, along with Adam Holland, who's he's another one who
vastly experienced now, and played a lot of this season off the bench as far as Leigh East are concerned, but they'll have been pleased to get him back in the lineup. He's a guy I know quite well, Adam, and he's been a fantastic servant to Leigh East. He's been one of those players that you turn up to watch, to be fair. Played the bulk of his career, I would say, as a halfback for Leigh East, more often or not used as an additional number 9 now, but still crafty. No.
Green Cooling scores with the 13 Pro-Am Community Rugby League Show.
Well, welcome back here to Bentley. We've just had half-time done and dusted. We've been joined back on the field by both of our sides. It's currently 6 points to 0 in favour of Bentley, and this game very much still in the melting pot, Steve.
It certainly is, and this wind's starting to pick up, Parky, and this is going to be interesting to see how this fares on the game in this second half.
Certainly will be. We've been joined on the field by our referee Simeon Kwambi as well. Ruled that try out in the first half in the corner. No touch judges, he's got it all on himself.
And Bentley are going to kick off, and they're kicking towards the railway end.
So it's going to be Sykes to get us underway, and away we go. Drills a lot behind that one. It hits the turf, bounces up, taken by Prescott. Prescott turns and finds Conor Graney. Graney rumbles it forward, still inside his own 20-metre line. And this breeze really getting up. Graney has felt the after effects of that one. He's certainly not a player to stop down, is he, Graney? So it's a really tough challenge on him. To be fair to him, he stood up, he's played the ball, Easter nearly played on, and referee's gone to him to check how he is. So that is how tough a man Conor Graney is. Flounders just checking that he's okay as well. It's very sporting as well from the Bentley second rower. In the run again to Leigh East, still on their own 20-metre line. That was Ben Wharton with that carry. Out through the middle is Elts offloading for Hughes. He's unable to get further forward. In fact, there's a bit of a tangle between him and Elts. Helen ducks away from dummy half. I like what he's done in this game so far.
Been busy, hasn't he?
He has been very busy. Put down still inside his own 40-metre line. Out to this left it comes. Holland onto Oscar Hansen. Tall, rangy second rower. Put down near the halfway line. They've run through the set 6 here of Leigh East at the start of the second half. Kick comes in, and it's a deep one from Adam Holland.
Nice kick,
bounces,
nice kick.
Bobbles, ends up being a really good pick up that from Hill. That was really difficult for the winger to take.
Brave.
And he's made a couple of metres after contact as well, which is really good. He's having a right wrestle there with Fletcher. Dummy from Jack Craswell, and a well-won penalty. That was smart again, wasn't it?
Just running at the man who had just drifted forward.
So they'll bring it forward. Corbin Fletcher just asking the question of the referee. I think now he's got his point across. The referee Simeon Crombie just says, go back, we're playing on now. So Scott Smith to tap this penalty, turns the ball infield to Jack Craswell, back over his shoulder to the lone try scorer so far, Jude Thompson, who certainly makes an impression on Fletcher. Continue working that left channel. Big challenge heading in there on Jake Starbuck. Starbuck will play it 30 metres away from the line. Continue to bring the ball forward here. Bentley, 25 metres away. Smith spins it into the middle. Jack Craswell dummies once, then offloads. It was a good challenge on Jordan Seaman, but he's inside the 20 metre line. Smith scurrying round, looking to his right, linking with Sykes. Sykes out to Ryan Craswell. Now Flounders, all wrapped up. Good defence. Pushing him back. He's flicked the ball out. Referee says that he's shouted held, so Charlie Harmer can't progress, and instead Flounders will play it. Craswell in field. Dummy from Sykes, who brings it back out to the right, slips one tackle, does a little tap and a little swerve here. Goes again. Can he reach the line? He's offloaded. Flounders for the line. I think they've opened the scoring in the second half. That is a great bit of play from Sykes. He had no right to get through.
Poor tackling there, Parker. Should have been wrapped up and that shouldn't have been able to get a ball out, but he did. Someone was there to support.
It was a wiggle of the hips and it just took him through. Flounders in support, and that's put Bentley in a really strong position at the start of the second half, leading by 10 points to 0.
Massively, Parker. I mean, should have had him wrapped up in the corner there, but as you say, Flounders came in and supported the man, was there, made himself available, and he's gone in on this right hand side.
What are we saying, 43 minutes in there?
It is. Let me see. We've just got just coming up to 4 minutes in this second half.
Okay. So that was brilliant from Sykes. That he had no right to get through, and I know the defence kind of melted away, and you can point fingers perhaps, but that was just brilliant footwork.
And Craswell looking to add the extras here, setting the ball up, taking his time. A couple of steps out to the left hand side. Weighing things up.
Strikes him well.
Down the middle.
That's a good strike. 12 points to 0 in favour of Bentley. Just the start to the second half that they wanted. Ryan Craswell with his first goal.
But not the start that Leigh East wanted. I've got to say, got to spend more time now down in this half.
So back to the halfway line. Adam Holland wanting to get us kicked off. He'll line this restart up.
This ball gonna hold up in the wind, I think, Parky. Needs a good chase with this.
Holland keeps his kick low. Drills it low. It's bouncing and bobbling inside the 20 metre line. Picked up by Sykes. Sykes will look to return it. No twinkle toes on this occasion. The East defence gets to him, but they're down by 12 points to 0. Bentley with the 2 tries, both converted. In a real positive position in this game now. But 5 minutes into the second half. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, they need a good defensive set here now, Leigh East.
That's a good run from Jack Jamalowski. Ball across to this right side. Kick comes in from Ryan Craswell. He'll turn Prescott around and he's slipped. Still got the pace to get round and collect it. Looks up, he's got 6 players that in front of him. And he's eventually dragged to the floor by Charlie Harmer. Just outside his own 20 metre line. Plays it to Cam Clark. Clark dummies. Brings it forward. He knew he was going to get bashed then, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was a top tackle which went his way there. Flounders, Jamalowski, and it was Charlie Harmer involved. East still looking to bring the ball away from their own end. That is Matty Aspinall, latest carry, 35 metres out from his own line. They'll look across the 40 now with Graney, right to challenge, just reaches that 40 metre line inside his own half over on this left hand side of the field. They'll use the left with Oscar Hansen, and away they come.
Oh, it's gone.
It's Mercer, has he got the pace? Oh, that's great tackling. Great tackling from Bentley. Stopped inside the 10 metre mark. Last tackle signal here. Holland drifting across. Ambitious pass. Ends up missing everybody. Ball put loose. Oh, and then Cam Clark has spilled it.
First knock on, I think.
There was hands on it, seemingly from a Bentley point of view. Let's have a look what he's going to rule here. Certainly a period of play there that got the bulk of the touchline behind us excited. Yeah. Mercer bursting through.
Said it, Parker, he needs to get in his hands because he's absolutely devastating.
And it is going to be Leigh East possession from the scrum.
I think that's right. So what can they make from this?
Ben Sykes receiving a little bit of attention in the background. I think it was him who drifted across to make the challenge on Mercer to bring him down. It was a brave one. The fullback certainly feeling the after effects. He's got the nod to continue, and we will scrum down. Now, where's this one going to go? Prescott is surely a barometer of where this play will go. Helen wanted to feed this scrum. Ben Sykes makes his position at loose forward for this one.
Jasper Cockle just pointing out the space here on this side.
Here's Prescott taking them on. Roll to the deck, great tackle. Good challenge there from Charlie Harmer. 5 metres away from the line. Ball turned in field to Holland. He releases it to Oscar Hansen. Hansen wraps up by 2. Just taking the sting out of that particular carry from Lee's point of view. Referee will pause play for a second. There's a real injury there for Hansen. He's trying very hard to get to his feet really quickly. He's angered by something that's gone on there in that challenge, I feel.
I think they twisted his leg, I think, maybe in the saddle.
And then he's gone down again as Oscar Hansen. So we will have a stoppage whilst Hansen receives some attention.
And this is where Leigh have got to do exactly the same as Bentley. Run some good lines, give some good opportunities to people to sort of just take players out of space and then hopefully can go in either side of the post or under the post.
It's giving options to the halfbacks, isn't it, really? That's what the key point is, and trying to move players around.
He's up on his feet and looking to play on there.
Yeah, so reaches for his ankle, gives it a rub. Referee
going to have a word with is it Craswell?
He'll have a chat here with Royal and Scott Smith, who's the captain of this Bentley side. It's a rather lengthy conversation between the 3 players, or the 3 people.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything going to come of this, Parker, because I'd be very surprised.
Well, again, it's very difficult for one man to see everything that goes on a rugby field, So we will have a play of the ball. Referee just having a quick word with Leigh East as well. He's having a word with Bentley. East down by 12 points to 0. Bentley up by 12 points to 0, I should say as well. For clarity, as Hughes taps, feeds it into the arms of Ellis, who bounces out of 2 or 3 players and then ends up being overwhelmed. Still stands firm though, does Ellis. He'll play this ball to Hughes. Hughes will turn it to his left hand side to Holland. Dummy. Surges on. He's 5 metres out from the line, looking for a quick play of the ball. Hughes puts it in field. This time it's Graney. Graney well held. The defence is turning up. It's great efforts here from Bentley. They're just 5 metres out from the line here, Leigh East. Spun across to Helm chasing after it. And the ball just beating everybody on a normal field with a normal in goal area.
He
might have had a chance to get to it, but we've commented these are very, very narrow in goal areas, and as a result that rolled harmlessly dead in the end.
I think any kick into those in goal areas have got to be diagonally rather than straight on.
That was a good run to clear his lines from Grant Hill. Now they're bringing it right through Flounders. He's rolled on his back though, the experienced player for Bentley. He's won a penalty for his side as well. That was just a little bit of messing around from Lewis Elts. He just shrugs his shoulders. Can't believe he's giving away that penalty.
No, because they were defending reasonably well in the Bentley half.
So Scott Smith will bring the ball to the halfway line for Bentley. He's got Ryan Craswell for company, uses him, and then it's handed into the arms of Royal. The defence sprung the trap, 3 players from East grabbing him. They're just over the halfway line, Bentley, at the start of this set. Short run there from Flounders down this right side, 40 metres away from the line. He'll stand and play it to Smith. Smith continues using this right side, goes to Harmer. Harmer finds his front, tackled 30 metres out from the line. This time they'll move the ball in field to Ryan Craswell. He released it on point to Middleton. Middleton rumbles forward to the 20. It's a real problem here for Graney. Graney coming off. Now Jack Creswell, back to Sykes, Sykes back to Thompson, Thompson again, looking to make a real impression on this Leigh East defence. They're inside the 20 metre line of Bentley. Ryan Creswell on this last good ball out to Royal. Royal tackled. There was 3 or 4 players there from an East point of view. The ball has gone loose. Oh, there's a penalty here. A penalty being won, and it's won by Royal. Leigh East losing their cool. They're giving away the penalty.
Yep.
You tell you what, you Bentley going for goal here.
Oh, straight away, no problem at all. Got to say, Barky, by the way, Royal, is he number 20?
Number 10.
Number 10 reminds me of Jamie Fields at Hunslet, who apparently has just took over as director at rugby at Hunslet.
He has, yeah. Go up, wish him well. He's certainly been a really, really good servant to that club. So when you're saying this, are you just saying he's big? He's a big forward.
No,
he's a big forward, isn't he, Royal?
At first, when he came on, I thought they'd actually signed him.
So, this penalty directly in front of the posts. We're on how many minutes, Steve?
We have 13 minutes in the second half, Parker.
I'm that confident. I'm already marking it down for Ryan Creswell, and this will make it 14 points to 0 to Bentley. Steps up. That kick has found the railway line as well.
Yeah, getting that one back.
LNER, please come here, half hour back.
So, Leigh East, can they get back into this game? Conor Graham and come off. He's leaning against the fence. I think he came off with a.
So back to the halfway line, Graney.
Just stretching his legs out.
Very uncomfortable, I think, at this moment. So 14 points to 0. I tell you what, I am going to praise Bentley here, just with the way that they're controlling this game.
Yeah.
They've gone into a real controlling phase, haven't they?
Just before there was a kick by Creswell. I think it was an early kick, and it was sensible.
Oh, this might change things. The knock on.
It was sensible because the wind behind him. They know they can defend very well. So it was, let's get it down there. The smarts of it. But as you were saying,
well, that was a smart restart as well from Holland, because again he kept it low
into the ground. And
then I think it was spilled by Jack Creswell. So as a result, this is going to be a scrum 20 metres from the line, head and feet to Leigh East. Can they go in hunt of their first points of this game?
Trailing score here
by 14 points to 0. Taken down the right side, scurried forward by Hughes. Inside the 10 he goes. He'll be looking for a quick play of the ball. Bentley doing everything they can to try and slow it down. Referee patience holds. Run comes in from Ben Wharton, almost to the try line. Hughes spins it to Holland. Holland brings it left to Prescott. Prescott drifting across, feeds it out to Mercer. Mercer out to Cockle. Cockle does well to stay within the field of play, just a couple of metres away from the line. Had to just adjust his running then. Mercer spun pass into the middle. On the bounce it finds Wilkes. Adam Wilkes takes the carry, centres the movement. Now they've got a bit of space and a bit of time to work a movement as Hughes brings it right into the arms of Prescott. Further wide, offload comes in. Clark will have to dive on it. I think he's knocked on there on the ground, and I think it has been recovered here by Bentley. So another chance lost as far as Leigh East is concerned. Another chance defended by Bentley. Again, some great communication there from Bentley.
They slid really, really well as the ball went over. Sliding defence has gone over it and forced the lost ball, and they've dropped onto it. Hope you're all enjoying the wherever you are.
Special shout to Tony over
in Turkey. I'm sure he's enjoying it. I hope you have got. It's not bad weather. It's a little bit breezy. By the way, that is not the 57 to London you can hear going past it. It's actually the wind on the microphone.
So we will get the game back underway. Everyone's okay after being patched up. Bentley in possession, 10 metres from their own line. Brave carry from Grant Hill. Hasn't always made many metres, but they've been hard fought, haven't they? Whatever he's come up with. Into the middle it comes. That's a big chance from Seaman. Rolled on his back, however, by the Leigh East defence. Smith moves into dummy half. He'll feed it out. They'll kick early. Jack Craswell will kick towards our position. It'll bounce. It'll bobble into the arms of Prescott. Prescott will try and go around the outside. Then he puts the step on. Then he brings it back towards the middle. Eventually will take the tackle of Harmer.
Good yards.
On the halfway line. Here's Mercer running from dummy half. Oh, he spotted something. Steps back on the infield. He is so elusive.
Yes, great player.
He'll play this ball to Holland. Holland on to Prescott. Prescott seeing there's not a lot doing. Does it himself. Takes on Flounders, who wrestles him to the turf 30 metres away from the line. Referee waves 6 more tackles. Here's Oscar Hansen taking over. Big charge forward. Loses a little bit of yards as well. Flicks the ball out. Referee has said that the tackle was completed. Hughes to his right to Lewis Elts. Elts late offload. There's Hughes through the middle. Hughes starting forward. Inside the 20 he goes. Tackle just to the left of the post. Helm's in at dummy half now. He'll spin it right to Wilkes. Wilkes has space to run to. Offloads. Now they're trying to stretch forward. At least he's not gone in. Helm at dummy half puts it right. Holland diving. Holland for the line, and he's made it. Leigh scores. They're on the board. Adam Holland, just his second try of the season. Is there a more important score that he'll come up with? It's 14-4. Lots and lots of work to do, but East have given themselves an opportunity with 58 minutes gone.
Gotta say, busy. They got busy about there and put some real energy into that, looking for the gap to appear, and Holland came into place and has gone over just on that right hand side. Can they add the extras? And let's see, are they back in this game, Parky?
Well, it's 14 points to 4. The kick will make it 14 points to 6, and ironically, when they played here in the league, it was 14 points to 6 at full time.
Was it? So it's just lining things up. Adam Holland settling himself down, one step back, comes forward,
strikes it,
and he's got it.
Yeah, 14 points to 6. Good goal there from Holland as well. So I don't blame Bentley for taking all the time in the world to bring it back to the halfway line.
Managing the game, aren't they?
They are. Although, to be fair, he's coming back to the halfway line with purpose. He's Ryan Craswell. Striding out.
Yeah.
He'll get us underway in just a few seconds. Sorry, Steve.
He's not a policeman by any sense. Where he came back there, it was
very authoritative.
Yeah, I'm going to arrest somebody here.
Gets plenty behind that ball. Kicks it out. It's a difficult one. Hallam takes it. Hallam will take it back into contact as well. Too brave for his own good there for me. He's played this ball on the 20 metre line, bringing the ball into the middle. Wharton with the carry. Ben Wharton, 25 out from his own line, plays it to Hughes. Hughes spins it left into the arms of Lewis Elts. He keeps it moving. Scrappy pass reaches Prescott. Prescott plays in front of him, glides past a couple. He always looks like he's capable of a break.
His balance on his feet is unbelievable.
35 metres out from the roll line here at East as the crowd sparks up. There's Adam Wilkes, tries to make the yards. Trying to go quick on Bentley now, aren't they? As Holland takes it direct into the line, offloads at the last minute for Fletcher. Fletcher's over the halfway line. Last tackle signalled here for Leigh East. Ball spun to the right. Helm keeps his kick low. Gives the winger Grant Hill work to do. That just died in front of him. He's going to dive on it. And then has he gone into touch? He's been tackled into touch. Magnificent defence from Leigh East.
Clever that, Parker. Let him take the ball, just get to his feet and bungle him over into touch. Didn't jump in, just let him get up and let him feed to Leigh East.
I notice he's coach Martin Rowan, and he's turning around to everybody and he's just saying, listen, calm down, we've not done anything yet, we're still behind in this game, work for it, patience. I think he's the coolest man on the ground, to be honest.
I'm disappointed it's not raining because he looks great with an umbrella, trust me.
He's got a massive golf umbrella, hasn't he, from what you were saying, Steve? Anyway, we will have Leigh East ball 20 metres away from the line, fed out to the right hand side with Colvin Fletcher. Fletcher carries 3 on his back, still going forward. Eventually he'll be rolled down about 5 metres out from the try line. Hughes has options both left and right, gets to the right, goes himself, tries to spin his way over, referee wipes the tackle count down. Another set of 6 coming up for Leigh East on the Bentley try line. A try here would make things really interesting.
It certainly
spun
would.
into Helm dummies once, dummies twice, then runs out of options and takes the tackle 10 metres out from the line. East is spanning out to the left hand side and ball heads that way to Lewis Elts. Elts takes it to the line, offloads for Prescott, flat pass from him out to Mercer. Mercer's got 4 players on him. Referee checks the line, makes sure that he's in the field of play and he will play this ball. Prescott, soft hands there for Adam Wilkes.
Needed to come on at that at pace, to be fair, Parker.
To be fair, he was absolutely bashed, wasn't he, Adam Wilkes? So we've got a stoppage because there is a Bentley player that is down in the corner.
So we've got 23 minutes gone in this second half.
14-6 the scoreline to Bentley. It's been a real solid game this.
It has,
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, and Leigh East have suddenly sparked into life, haven't they, this last 5-10 minutes.
And it's the experienced Ryan Craswell who's receiving some attention in the corner. Referee just looks across. I think Craswell is going to be okay to continue. Yeah. He's gone onto the wing. Guyon has been pushed in field just for a second. Ball spun across to Holland. Holland out to Helm. Helm out to Prescott. Prescott further wide. They've got options here. Oh, has he gone in? Has he gone in? Yes, he has. He's Aspinall.
Certainly has.
Matty Aspinall touching down on that right hand side. 14-10 kick to come, and we have a game on yet again. 64 minutes from the game gone.
It certainly has. Gotta say, again, we say it time and time again, the way this and speed they move this ball across the field through hands, and gap opening up on that far right hand side, and Aspinall's gone in there.
Brave finish as well. I thought for a second he was going to tip it onto his winger, and then he thought, no, I've got enough room, I'm going to dive forward, and he makes sure.
That's on about 24 minutes mark in the second half.
14-10.
Difficult kick though, Parker.
Yeah, it's way out on the right hand side, isn't it, for Adam Holland? It is Holland that is kicking, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. We've got a whole melee of Leigh East players that are right in front of where the kicker is going to be taking it. Tell you what, Bentley are giving him the rounds of the kitchen. He steps in. Oh, he's kicked it. He's kicked it. 14-12.
And we've certainly got a game on now, Parker.
14 points to 12. Into the last 16 minutes of the game. And Leigh East back in with a chance. Still is Bentley that are in charge on the scoreboard, however. So Ryan Craswell, where is he going to put this one?
Take the ball, you fucking!
Craswell scooped underneath that one. Oh, and then Helm juggled with it, spins it into the arms of Ben Wharton. Good run from him. Still goes. Put down inside his own 20-metre line. I think he's just over the 20 actually, as he plays it to Helm. Helm scoops it into the arms of Holland, who brings it left again to Prescott. Prescott onto Mercer. Mercer running chance in front of him. Being marched towards the touchline. Craswell goes with him. He'll play this about 2 or 3 metres in front of us, and then it comes into the arms of Oscar Hansen. Oh, big challenge. Is there not head contact in that? I gotta say. Ball played. Here's Elts rolling forward beyond the halfway line. They've got the bit between the teeth now. Late offload. Infield it comes to Wilkes. Hughes getting the ball away beautifully, to be fair. He started into dummy half, but Holland said, no, I'll take this one. Puts it to the right to Helm. Helm short ball for Fletcher. Fletcher stopped 30 metres away from the Bentley line. Last tackle signalled here. Where is this going to go?
Cockles was crying for it on the Scotland side. No, it's gone right.
Aspinall releases it Oh, and then Holland couldn't quite grab it, and it's been grabbed by Bentley instead. So a chance for them to settle things down, because East have been playing at a pace which, to be honest, Bentley couldn't control over the last 5 minutes. So
don't need anything silly early. East need to keep settled.
And I'm going to say the same for Bentley. They just need to complete this set. A really good carry coming up there, just settlers, each and every carry inside their own half. There's the winger Hill, offers himself up, plays this ball, continue using that left hand side of the field. Oh, and I think he's lost it. One. It's been stolen by Leigh East. Jordan Hellam has come up and he's picked his pocket there. Now Aspinall, last try scorer for East, vaults at the defence, 40 metres out from the line. Ball played, put into the arms of Wilkes.
Oh, Graney coming back into the fray, Parker.
Yes, he's jogged his way out onto field. Hughes spins it right to Wharton. Good carry for Wharton. Right at the heart of the defence. Offload as well. Hughes just loses his footing at a right inopportune
managed
time.
to keep hold of the ball though.
15 metres out from the line. Hughes will stand and play it. Limps away from that challenge. Onto Holland. Holland rings it left. Holland's going. Holland's still going. And he's not far away from the line there, Adam Holland.
Good run there, good run. Let's drag the players all across, give some space over onto that right hand
Hughes
side.
starts from dummy half.
It's gone in!
He's not.
Oh, no.
He's not. He's been held. He's been held. Hellam to his left hand side. Chance there for Mercer. Mercer well tackled.
Very well tackled.
Great work.
Is it turnover?
Yeah.
Good place to turn over though, Parker.
14-12 still in favour of Bentley. It's them who are wishing away the minutes. Looking to complete.
29 minutes gone.
11 minutes remaining. Oh, and that's some nice passing from Bentley to bring it into the middle of the field. That'll mean they can fan out a little bit in attack. Smith picks up out of dummy half into the arms of Flounders. He's had a great game, Flounders, by the way.
Yes.
Really impressed with the experienced second rower. Looks really tired playing that ball, however. And then riding the challenge is Hill. Buys his side 10 metres. Made a lot of carries inside his own half, hasn't he, Grant Hill? Here come Bentley attacking from dummy half. Yarwood involved in the stop with Corbin Fletcher. Nice quick play of the ball. Oh, here's Hill. Makes a break for the first time in this game.
Tackle.
Gets over the halfway line. Goes again. Wrestled down on the 40 metre line. Referee says he's going to have to go back.
Yards, yeah.
You know what? I don't blame Grant Hill there though, because I mean, he did look like the player had dived across him rather than on him. So, Jack Craswell at dummy half. Back to Sykes into the arms of Ryan Craswell. He's put Sky on this one. It's bounced. It's going to be taken by Mercer. Mercer with work to do. Steps. Takes on Sykes. Takes on, I think, Seaman as well. Plays it inside his own 20 metre line. Cam Clark follows up on the next play. Big hit coming in on him. That was a top tackle from Thompson. And Smith also involved.
Yeah.
Really controlling challenge. They'll try and bring it out again with Aspinall.
Good yards again. Good yards.
Good yards out to the 30 metre line. Still inside their own half here. Leigh East. Must complete set for them as Hellam finds Else. Else then rolls it forward. Some solid yards after contact as well. He's got 3 players surrounding him in blue and yellow. Yarwood out to half break from Holland up to the halfway line. Last tackle signalled here.
6 again.
6 again. That's disappointing from Bentley. They go from dummy half to East. It's popped up to Hanson. Hanson spinning him in the challenge. Wrestled down well. Again, brilliant work from Jarmolinski. Flounder has put himself in the frame yet again. Ball in field to Graney. Graney taking it into the heart of the defence. Royal brings him down. 40 metres away from the try line here, Leigh East. Off to the left hand side. A real scrappy pass from Yarwood. Oscar Hanson has spilled it as well. It's a disappointing end that. And listen to the noise at the opposite end of the field towards. That's where the milk of the Bentley fans are. And I tell you what, I've not heard a louder cheer all afternoon.
I'll tell you, a coach killer that one, Parker. They had the advantage. Just got the 6 again. And just couldn't control things. Panicking a little bit. Just need to settle down. Still time.
14 points to 12 is the score in favour of Bentley. Bentley having the best of the play, certainly in that period between sort of the 15th and half time, and then directly after half time for about 10 minutes they were the better team. East fighting their way back into it. We've got about 8 minutes remaining. Here Bentley in possession, just on their side of the halfway line, playing for a penalty that's not forthcoming. Thompson gets up and eventually plays it. Good run that from Grant Hill into the heart of the defence. Tries to pinch a couple of metres. Referee, he's been very consistent on this.
Yes,
points him back.
Yeah.
Again, referee not happy with how it was played. George Newbury at dummy half. I mean, Bentley won't actually mind being told to go back and play it because they're in front. And here's Sykes taking the defence on, put down on the 40 metre line. Referee marks the spot where he should get back to. Into the middle it comes. Jack Craswell offloads to Ryan Craswell, and he offloads for Royal. And it is a battle royal as he works his way forward. He's bashing players off left, right and centre. Eventually though, Fletcher comes in. Oh, and then it's another set of 6 coming up for Bentley. He's done his job there. Flounders with the next carry. I think he's been great this afternoon.
Yes, yeah.
Newbury at dummy half again. Spins it left into the arms of Royal. Royal puts a little bit of a step on, which is impressive for a big fella. Inside the 20 metre line he goes. Newbury, options around him. Puts it left to Ryan Craswell. Craswell across to Jack Craswell. A drop over his shoulder.
Good
Thompson still inside the 20 metre line.
From Graney.
Bentley still applying the pressure. Sykes puts the brakes on really well. Drifts back off to the left. Eventually falls to the challenge. East drop on him. 5 metres out from the line. Off to the left. Ryan Craswell. Craswell for the line. Oh, he's held up. He's held up. A superb bit of defence there from the East.
Bodies all over the place at the moment, though, Parky. 2 players down there.
There's about 4 players also with hands on the knees, and they're nearly empty. But then again, it's the last game of the season for either of these teams. Last game of the season, they need to leave it all out there, don't they? So, Bentley still in possession, 10 metres away from the line. Tackle count resumes. Royal onto Craswell. Craswell handing on to Flounders. They'll turn this ball over, and this is some good tactics here, to be fair. I noticed that Royal has gone down in the background. I think as soon as he released the pass, he realised that there was something wrong there. A bit of cramp perhaps creeping in.
The after effects of that step, Parky, you were on about.
14 points to 12 in favour of Bentley. It's another close run thing in a playoff final. Who will join Saddleworth and Keighley Albion in Division 2 next season? Leigh East haven't played at that level for several years. Bentley have never played in that level since joining the National Conference League.
I mean, it's got to be said, Parky. I mean, they've served up a treat, haven't they?
It's been a great game.
It's not been dull. I mean,
yeah, very close. Great game. Hope you've enjoyed it as well, wherever you're listening from as well. Hope Tony's still enjoying it out there in Turkey. Hope he's got the bar listening to us.
Give us a shout in the bar if you're there.
9's a pint.
Royal just being helped off on the far side.
He's had a good solid impact to the game as well.
Walking a bit gingerly there.
Yeah, he is. Sympathetic round of applause all round, respectful round of applause. Ben Wharton coming off the field as well for the East. He's just in front of where we're commentating from.
Referee just waiting for Royal to go off.
So East have 90 metres to make up, and Else will make about 4 of those metres after the defence closes in on him. Still inside their own 20 metre line. Picked up by Hughes. Darts his way forward. Oh, he's won a penalty here of Leigh East. A little bit too much messing around there, and Callum Hughes
just needed to get away, actually. Just roll off him.
Well, Do you remember a comment when we first got here? So Peter Wayner said to us, he said, "We never do things easily."
True, that's correct.
And it's going right to the final
Right
whistle,
to the
isn't
wire,
it? Right to
yeah.
the wire. 14-12. Next try wins it. If East can get over, Mercer bursts into the halfway line. He'll play it on this left-hand side of the field. Prescott spots a bit of a space in front of him. Feeds it out to Oscar Hansen.
Oh, it's
Hansen darting. Hansen going downfield. Hansen still going. He's inside the 20-metre line. He's about 10 metres shy of the line. He'll play this ball. Mercer goes from dummy half, dives forward. Referee has a close look at it. He's just shy of the try line.
Time here just needs to put some pressure on Parker.
Helen finds Prescott, who finds Holland, who spins it out to Elts. Elts across. They'll feed it out. And there's Cam Clark. Cam Clark has scored. The try is awarded. Just that spinning work down the right hand side. There's bodies that are flown onto the field. You've pointed out that we're into stoppage time at the end of this game, are we?
Now we've still got about 3 minutes before Parker.
3 minutes remaining. But Leigh East have gone in front for the very first time in this game. 77 minutes.
Parker.
Cam Clark scoring.
Say it again, Parker. Starts it over on this left-hand side where we were. Ball's gone really swiftly over to that right-hand side to Cam Clark, and it's gone in.
I mean, it was confident passing down that right-hand side, wasn't it? Really, really good play from Leigh East. Oh, Tony, go and get that extra beer in.
So again, another difficult kick out on that touchline, but we've seen what he did earlier on. Is it Holland again? Dave, can you see from that side?
I can't, I've got the full Leigh East side in front of me here. Just trying to see. Yes, it is, Adam.
Yeah.
So he can actually take a minute here.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
You know, so he can
for
take,
the ref stops the clock.
he can take a minute to try and attempt. So that'll take us, what, inside the final minute?
It certainly will, yeah.
And then I'm thinking it's lads at this restart, isn't
the
it?
clock now, so the minute's up. So we've got 38 minutes gone on my clock.
Yeah, it's lads at this restart, isn't it?
It's gonna be.
You're going to think that if you're Bentley, you need the ball back.
You certainly do.
So Holland scored more than 1,000 points for Leigh East. He's had a lengthy career with them. Out on the right side, strikes it. Has he given it chances? Oh, it's a brilliant kick.
He has.
14-18 to Leigh East. What a kick. Cometh the hour, cometh the Holland.
So yeah, there's just got to settle down here now and be just be on the toes. Will he go short?
He's got to go short. He can't do anything else but put it short. In fact, we could end up in direct line here, to be honest. I'm getting behind our
this
table.
Could go flat on the floor towards the touchline.
Oh, he sent it
Oh,
long.
is it?
I'm surprised at that, but he's gone for the background. Has he kicked it out on the full? He's kicked it out on the full. So it's going to be a penalty on the halfway line to Leigh East. And with that, I feel goes one of the final chances that Bentley are going to get.
I think I was surprised he took that option, Parker.
Yeah,
I thought the short one.
Or like you said, get a touchline. Go for a touchline. So Leigh East will just tap this, won't they? They'll tap this and drive it. 6 drives, turn it up.
Tight hold, drive it in. It's got to be.
So Leigh East leading by 18 points to 14 into the closing stages of this Division 3 playoff final. It has lived up to the billing. It has been a clash of the ages.
It's a classic game of 2 hours, Parky, hasn't it?
And to be honest, I go a little bit further than that, because I think really for the bulk of the first 50-55 minutes it was Bentley.
Had things under control, didn't they?
Yeah, they had things under control. They led by 14 points to 0 at one point, remember, but Leigh East have roared back into it. Scored the last 3 tries, all of which have been converted by Adam Holland as Wilkes goes forward. Stops about 30 metres from the line. Got to admit, Graney's gone through the wars in this particular game, hasn't he? And he's now taking it in again. Good run from Graney. Connor Graney put down about 5 metres in from the touchline. On the 20 metre line, referee checks his watch. Still we play on. Mercer at dummy half. A tired play the ball from Graney into the arms of Holland. Drops it back for Else. Else bounces out 2 challenges. Goes again. 10 metres out from the line. Last tackle signalled here. Where's this going? It's going to the left to Adam Holland. Holland takes it right in. Takes it right in. Takes it over the line. Oh, if it wasn't promotion before, it's promotion now for Leigh East. Adam Holland. He has come up with an absolute brilliant bit of play there on the left-hand side. He shimmied and the little hips still carried him in.
Parky, he showed it left, he showed it right, he saw the gap, he went through it, he's gone in and he sealed it. Can he complete the day by getting the kick?
I mean, that's now his second try.
Oh, yeah.
He's kicked 3 out of 3 so far. Leigh East extending their advantage out to 22 points to 14. I thought they were playing for time then. I thought he was just going to run it in and turn the ball over.
Yeah.
But then, he put that little step on, sent the defence left and right, found his way through.
And the other thing as well, Packy, you've got to realise, for most of the match he's been without his half-back partner, Kai O'Brien, who went off injured in that first half.
Yeah, it's called for like Jordan Hellam to really step up in this game, hasn't he? Which he has done. He's capable of it. And now Holland will take all of the time available to him. He's a grizzled elder player these days, he's Adam Holland. I'm sure he won't mind me saying that.
So I've got a feeling that the whistle might go after this kick attempt, Parky. Been very surprised.
Referee's directly behind him.
Yeah.
22 points to 14 in favour of Leigh East.
A time off.
So Holland with this conversion attempt. This to just put the icing on top of the cake.
Yeah.
Taking all this time as the drum beat gets up once more behind us. In he steps now, Holland. Always give that chances again. Oh, just wide. 22 points to 14. We can't have that long left, but we've got just enough time to get back underway again.
Will the ball go long again, Parky, or will this be a short one?
So here we are on the halfway line. The noise cracks up. Ryan Craswell. This is the kick that he should have gone with before. Mid-ranger taken by Hellam. Jordan Hellam takes the hit. He's had a cracking game.
Yes. Yeah.
Hughes working dummy half. Hellam struggling to his feet. Wilkes takes the hit. It's a penalty to Leigh East. Players piling in. So there we go. Just losing the discipline right at the very last minute.
Yeah. Understandable frustration.
I mean, it is understandable frustrations, and it happens so often, doesn't it, in rugby league games? It's not what we haven't seen before. 22 points to 14 to Leigh East. They're playing the game out, and these fans behind us, they're going to go absolutely ape, aren't they?
I think they are. Yeah.
There's pats on the back. There's most of the Leigh East coaching staff and assistant staff in front of us. They're preparing to celebrate as the tackle rolls in on Lewis Elts.
He's taking his time and using the time to play the ball.
It was a good tackle from Thompson as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Here's Prescott.
Referee having a quick look at his watch.
Checking the final few seconds of this game. Hughes at dummy half. One pass to the left. Good run from Adam Wilkes. They're ready to do a pitch invasion here, aren't they? In fact, there's even some of their fans which are at the side of the pitch. Hughes takes the hit. Referee pointing at the Leigh East and Bentley players. Here comes Lewis Elts through that middle. He'll be tackled on the halfway line. Flicks the ball out. Hellam.
Referee.
He's been, as I say, he has been really consistent on that, hasn't he? I think we've got more people in front of us than actually behind us now. So Holland takes it to the line, offloads, they've lost the ball. Croswell back in field, goes to ground. picked up by Wharton. Referees whistle sounds. Leigh celebrate. They have won promotion. I think there's a couple of the junior players that have followed the team as well. They've dived off onto the field. There's a huge melee in front of us. It's a delightful one as far as Leigh East are concerned. There is red and black all over the place. And Leigh East are promoted.
What a game, Parker. What a game. Gotta say, there was one point there where Bentley just had a vice grip on that game. And now Leigh East have come back into that. They've just grown in stature, grown into the game. And whether it was just confidence, I don't know. But that, as you said, for the majority of the game, Bentley had hold of it, and
to be fair, I mean, you're looking at 55 minutes. 55 minutes. Bentley's the better team. They're playing the more constructive rugby. They're turning the ball over in the right areas of the field, and like you said, Leigh East just get a try on the board, and their confidence just zoomed from that very point. Let's take you through the tail of the tape. So there was the disallowed try, which was not scored by Leigh East after 8 minutes. Then we saw 26 minutes, Jude Thompson scoring for Bentley. That was converted by Lewis, 6-0. That's how it remained until the break. All we had to talk about from a scoring point of view, or non-scoring point of view, was a missed penalty for Jordan Helen, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
And then in that second half, it was unbelievable. You had Sykes getting an offload with a little twinkle of the hips, getting an offload for who I thought Tom Flounders was the Bentley man of the match.
Yeah.
He went in for a try that was converted by Ryan Craswell. Craswell then added a penalty 10 minutes later. 14-0 on 53 minutes. Then after 58 minutes, the Leigh East comeback started. Adam Holland going over out on the right hand side, converting as well, 14-6. It became 14-12 after 64 minutes when the ball was spread off to the right hand side and Matty Aspinall pierced through the defence. The goal was successful from Holland from a difficult angle, 14-12. And then we saw the finish. 2 tries in the space of 3 minutes towards the back end of the game. 77 minutes on our clock when Cam Clark went over. The conversion was good to make it 14-18. We thought Leigh East were going to meekly turn it over in the corner when Adam Holland decided that he was running in on the last tackle, and suddenly he came up with an extra gear, ended up pacing the defence for his second try. 22-14. Game done.
Absolutely superb, Parker. And I've got to say, from a man of the match point of view, I've got Adam Holland has just stood up there head and shoulders. As I say, he lost his half-back partner halfway through that first half. In fact, probably before halfway of the first half, he stood up. His goal kicking, I've got to say, because we were looking, if you remember the show on Wednesday, we were looking at the amount of goal kickers that they had last week. I think
they used 3 goal kickers, didn't they, last week? So I was wondering who's going to try and take it. And I know we had that one miss, didn't we, from Helen at the end of the first half. But then Holland's just said, give it me for the rest of the game, hasn't it?
And I'll tell you what, none of them have been easy. The last one, obviously, he's missed, but I've got to say, he's done absolutely superbly well there. And to both sides, congratulations, because they put on an absolute spectacle. And absolutely superb.
We've just been congratulated ourselves by Lewis Elts, who's come across. He's hugging his family member behind us. Absolutely brilliant. And I know how much it's going to mean to Lewis, because he has put so much effort, like so many of these players do every single Saturday during an NCL season. They give up their time. They give up perhaps time when they can be working, time when they can be with family, to play this great game that we have. The commitment to players like this fella, I am so pleased for him. And he just epitomises what we see week in, week out at National Conference League.
And right at the very end, we saw Prescott going over to the other team straight away, not celebrating, going over to the other team, and obviously commiserating with them. And that's what it's all about, because you know exactly that there can be a winner and a loser. But absolutely superb.
Fantastic. We will sign off. We can see the celebrations continuing. I think it's going to be a messy bus home for Leigh East, and I don't blame them.
I think you're right.
They have joined Keighley Albion and Saddleworth Rangers in Division 2 next season. It's the first time in about 5 years that they are returning to that level of rugby league. I'm delighted for everyone that's involved with the club. I hope that you've enjoyed our coverage this afternoon. Bentley have been absolutely fantastic hosts. They dominated this game for 55 minutes, but ultimately it's Leigh East that have won promotion. Steve, thank you so much.
Pleasure, Parky.
And we will do it all again next time round. We're going to go off and get some reaction. Do remember you can join us on Wednesday evenings. That's when we record our 13 Pro-Am Community Rugby League show. It's all gone a little bit quiet. I'm looking around. It's the quietest that this touchline has been, and it feels really, really strange now. We're going to sign off. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. We've loved bringing it to you. And remember, you can listen in to the reaction on Wednesday evening. But from us here at Bentley, it's a reminder that Leigh East have won promotion this afternoon by 22 points to 14. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, because we're going to do exactly that.
Every tackle, every try, every scrum. Green Cooling is proud to be part of the Community Rugby League family.